Well, hello. It's me. I'm in the past. You see, I forgot something to do in here, in the catacombs. That's right, all you have to do is go back to where you fought Mork the first time. And here's where we fought him. Here's the pentagram. Here's his book, filled with rather bad, depressing poetry, or so you might assume. It's written in an alien language, though, so who knows, really. But here's the thing. You can just go in the back door. And here's the thing. I brought Vern here, as much as nobody likes Vern, right? I brought Vern here because this bonus boss that I forgot about is something of a menace. It's not these guys. In fact, I don't recall these guys. Who are you? What? Alright. Abominations, huh? They're pretty cool, huh? Weak to fire and light. We'll just kill them. They're not why I'm here, though. I swear. Whatever, heal them, they die or something. They're just not taking damage. They are level 15, I guess. This was not part of my plans. No. Huh. Well, we'll deal with it, as we always do. Because we're the heroes, and heroes don't lose, right? So, whatever. Okay, cool. I guess if you really wanted to grind up before you go to Morik's spaceship, you'd go here. Oh, you got a Shadow Blade. What's a Shadow Blade do? A Dark Element sword that lets you get the degeneration effect. I believe that cancels regen. The regen status effect. You have a 10% chance of removing it. But here's the thing. It's Dark Elemental. It's a very strong weapon. It's slightly behind the Keyblade. But, my opponents absorb Dark, really. Or otherwise immune, so... That'll be a Chapter 3 weapon, maybe. Probably not. Alright. But here's why I'm really here. I should heal first, I guess. But then I don't want to use Mardek's healing, so we'll use some potions. We have 1 million. Alright. Here's why we're really here. Oh, God. This thing. No? Excuse me? Am I confused? The answer is yes. You see, there's a whole nother map! I forgot this was an actual map and not just a room. A big 2K gold from that. We're venturing into a whole new world. Because I thought it was just the boss. Oh, it's a zombie monster. You know the monster? Remember from our, pretend hero journey? Well, here they are, as a zombie. They're weak to light and ether. Not fire, though. Which means they burned the Abomination. So these guys are kind of rough customers because they're big and scary. And they get crit real easy. And... Alright, that one went down pretty smooth. I guess I'll be a little stronger when I rematch against Morik Fox, but whatever. I can't believe I forgot about all this. Ugh, I can't believe I didn't go to the right before the left. Yes. Lots of zombie monsters. But they're no match for our brave hero. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this is why Vern's here, because everything's a zombie monster of immense power. And as much as I love Zack, he's only good against Earth element people. People weak to air. I mean, that's not true. He's good against other things, but generally. Oh, hey, Mind Crystal. I can't remember what that does. it gives you a bunch of resistances is what it does. MP plus 10%, but hey, that's fine. Amala. Oh, should it be Amala? Or should it be Mardek? Ooh. Question. Mardek. Emla gets it. Ooh, Emla gets it. All right. Final answer. Emla. I mean, she already has the MP plus, but she could always use +1 to spirit. She could always use random resistances. And this, as you'll note, is Social Fox's tomb. The Grand Adventurer himself. Now, of course, since we're time travelers, we know that the Grand Adventurer is not here, and he's up in a spaceship, being possessed by an alien necromancer. Which is lovely. But so Social Fox himself is certainly not the boss we're gonna go fight. Certainly not. Oh yes, a hidden path. I thought I was confused again. I do that a lot. Okay. I just want them all to die, but they don't, because they're all just so strong. Just strong enough to make me mad. Ugh. Wow. Alright. With any luck, we'll be level like 15 and stuff. 16 when we fight Morg Fox. In the future. I won't show that part, though. You've already seen that fight. You already know how it goes. You already know I win. You already know that we're gonna become royal guards. We're gonna be big heroes. And we're gonna save the day. All I really want to do is fight this thing. Of course, zombie monsters are not letting me. Vern's not letting me because he misses. Oh no. Zombie monsters hurt. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeek. A little healing is in order. And now as long as Vern decides he actually wants to participate, thank you. Good. Again, this is very good grinding area for this part of the game. Oh hey, the Trilobite level 3 key. The third Trilobite key. There are no levels involved. I would have missed that. Granted, I think you could come back here in the next chapter. I just don't know that the bonus boss is there or not. That is the crux of the matter. Because if the bonus boss decides to just fly off, then what can I do? I really botched this. I could have killed 2 of them, but instead I just wounded all of them. Alright, great. I hope Dugan dies for this. Nope, okay. Thanks. I never bubble things. It's always fire and lightning. Alright. Oh, we barely see it on screen. No save crystal, which means I have to use items here. Okay. We have made it to bonus boss. Fine. Who needs potions? Okay. And then mana berries. Everyone's completely topped off in every way. All of our skills are set, trust me. Alright. Here we are. The bonus boss. It's a dragon! A zombie dragon! I mean, it's kind of like you saw the zombie monster, so you figure, well, yeah, there's going to be a zombie dragon. Oh yeah, what does the party have anything to say about this? They do. Though Mardek is gone from here now, there are still residual traces of his necromantic thaumaturgy lingering in the air, animating the corpses here. Beware. I don't feel comfortable being around so many dead people. It's really creepy. Why do all these dungeons that we go into have to be objectionable in some way or another? Still, it's so exciting going to all these places that most people will never set foot in. Until this year, I'd never really seen anything relating to death firsthand. Now here we are, destroying walking zombies in some eerie sepulcher. It's horizon broadening, that's for sure. I think I'm getting more used to it now, but I don't know if I like that. Well, Emma, please. What is it? Oh, this is his level up talk. What is it, my heathen friend? Have you found Yalord yet? Well, I was curious about how you didn't know your family. You wish to know of some kind of backstory, eh? Very well. Yalord instructs us to be honest and open about such things with strangers, I think. I'm an orphan, as it was Yalord's will that my parents died before I ever knew them. I know absolutely nothing of them, as Yalord has seen fit to make my life devoid of any hints about who they even were. Yalord made it so I do not question or hate this fact. All I know is that I was found in a basket on the doorstep of a Yalortian monastery in Aeropolis. The cultlings were well known for their charity and kindness, so some soul must have seen it fit to leave little baby Vern in their care. I am northern by race, but grew up in the south. This was not easy, due to the attitudes in the part of the world to people of my breed. I feel that this was a test by Yalord, a test of character. It hardened me into the strong, courageous, attractive man that I am today, and I am glad of it. I was raised as a paladin, and that is what I am now. I carry out the will of Yalord in the world, wandering far from my monastery home if need be, to aid the needy, as Yalord wishes. Do you not see the greatness of Yalord in this story of mine? Are you not moved to tears of faith for this amazing deity that would gift this world with one such as I, and temper me into such a magnificent piece of work? You should be. Having heard my story, you are now educated. I encourage you to thank Yalord for me telling it to you. Be sure to pray later. Thanks, Vern. But what about this dungeon?
Ah, the heart of this undead plague. Finally, we can destroy these foul, blony buggers and bring the world to peace once more. I look forward to vanquishing as many of the blighters as I can.
I think you already said that. In fact, I think, other than Rohoff, the other people also repeated their lines. Whatever. Alright, Zombie Dragon. Well, I didn't have to do it. I didn't have to say "Rrrr." And there he is. And there goes my failed QuickTime event. So, it's level 27. It's got literally 1,000,000 HP. It's very strong. It's an undead dragon. You know, I don't have a plan, so this is gonna be fun. Very, very fun. Very fun. Oh god. What have I done? What have I done? Oh, Mardek. What do you do, Mardek? Heal. Alright. It was weak to Aether, right? Yes, yes. But is Spirit Blade even worth it? Sure. 200. Good. Alright, Vern, this is why you're here. Disrupt him. Boom! Ouch. Owies. Well, this is kind of how it'll go until Mardek runs out of magic. Alright, so that was... So 200 something with Spirit Blade. What is Power Attack? 300. Of course, it has a chance to miss, so... And it's 1600 was Disrupt Undead, Smite Evil is 14, so Disrupt is slightly better. And lo and behold, the dragon can not only cast stone, earth elements, because it's a zombie, but it can also cast thunder. Bolt. So Vern is taking the brunt of everything. Fitting. When we fought social Moric Fox, he kept destroying Zack, who was our best boy, against him. And now, in this fight, Vern's getting it all. Good. And I only have one motion potion. Alright, Vern. I need you to hit him. I need you to hit him hard. Oh, Dugan. Alright, Vern. Disrupt him. Goodbye, Vern. We'll remember you fondly. Then again, now is not the time to be down on the job. Didn't I do 400 damage? Wait a minute. Oh, God. And more magic. Yeesh. We're getting him down, thanks to Vern, really. The others are kind of chipping in here and there, but it's really Big Boy Vern carrying the load on this fight.
Dark side? Whoa!
Emila and Vern are dead. Good, great. Shall we revive our friends? Don't worry. Big brain. We revive Vern. And now it is Vern's turn. Vern, you were the hero all along. Please don't miss. And that's how you do it. Piece of cake, eh? And you get the burial sword. Goodbye, dragon. We'll remember you. Whew! What a fight. Okay. Burial sword is a great sword. That's Dugan's thing. Lets you learn the boost skill, and damage plus 30%, which is big time, and plus 2 to strength. And it's a light elemental sword. A decorative, powerful sword that was buried with the Social Fox in his tomb. It may or may not have belonged to him at some point. Alright, and the ancient sword, I'm pretty sure Dugan has that, right? He's still learning the magic to... Does that even matter, though? Really, does it matter, though? It's such a cool sword. It doesn't matter. Literally, it doesn't matter. Because we all know Dugan disappears at the end of Chapter 2. He gets the sword. Because, I mean, reducing... Because Moric Fox just one-shots. He's too strong. He just one-shots everyone. So who cares if I were to reduce his damage? Because look at this. Boom. Plus 30% of my own damage. Plus boost. Increasing your strength for the battle. And now, I have to walk out of here. However, I don't want to put you through that. So, I'm just gonna cut to where I'm outside, and then I'll do the recap. And then the next time, well, we'll get to that later. Alright. Start cut. So here we are, outside. Did you know that that cut wasn't very, very long? I know I made it all sound like, oh man, this start cut, it's gonna take forever. Did you know Mardek has a skill called Warp? You can use it to teleport to the world map from wherever. Sometimes you can't use it, but yeah, that I don't have to walk through dungeons if I don't want to. And now you know. But here we are, in scenic Gosnor after the zombie attack. So let's see what the townsfolk have to say. Hello there, sir. George. You want magic to fly, eh? Well, I didn't say anything yet. I can cast a spell on you that can make you fly, or I could if I wasn't yanking your leg off, and by that I mean shifting to a state of supinity and recumbence, telling a porky. But seriously, I don't think there's any such spells. The best magic user around here is the shaman, so ask him. Maybe he'll be able to ask Mother Nature nicely to bend the law of gravity for you. What's the law of gravity? An anachronism? Haha. Ba-dum. Alright, whatever. I don't think Dugan's father has anything to say. Dugan's father? No, okay. The Inn and Tavern.
'Twere a shame none of them zombie fellers want to spot a grog. If I'd just been wrenched from me eternal slumber by the eldritch magics of the dam, I know I'd be dying for a pint.
Say, why are all the good men around here, they're bearded or undead? Thanks again for sparing me, guards. The world needs more good people like you. Never mind about the zombies. I'm just repeating myself. This soldier here is all talk. He's been bragging about himself for ages, but when those zombies came, he just hid under the table and cried. Now he has a chance to redeem himself by going to Canonia and beating the ones there like a real man should. But is he doing that? Of course he isn't. You know, guy, you're not too pig ugly as sin yourself, so if you show you're the real deal by beating up those rotting men in Canonia, maybe I'll consider meeting up with you afterwards for some celebrations. What a whore.
Emila! No, stop! Sweet merciless Yalor, the dead are walking the streets. Why is this happening? Oh, gods, I feel sick. Hold me!
I thought you were crying before, and you're crying now. Whoa, hey there.
This is a little secret, but one of Social Fox's only fears was the thought of being risen from the dead as one of them undeads. Horrified of the buggers he was. Horrified. I read that in his autobiography. I bet you hadn't read that.
We haven't, and it is a shame that he is risen as a zombie. Although not quite risen as a zombie, he's being possessed. If Social Fox were here, he'd have given those zombies a good stern talking to. Then he'd have given them a stern thrashing. I bet he'd raise children like that if he had any. I want to be Social Fox's kid.
Cadavar. Bravo, bravo, and huzzah!
Here the conquering hero comes. I knew you could save us from those zombies, Mardek. Your father would have been very proud of you indeed. So glad am I of your success that I can't just let you walk away unrewarded. Yalor generally doesn't approve of gift-giving, but what does he care about what his priests do? So here, I'd like you to take this amulet. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. Now, I won't ramble on at you for ages like some other people probably would. So go now. Continue being a hero. You could well be the next Social Fox. I'd certainly count on it. May you go with Yalor's blessings, and mine. Here's the amulet. It lets Vern learn Green Lightning. It's not that bad of an item anyway. So Vern, let's just pull you out so we can give this to you, just in case I decide to use you in the distant future. Alright, here you go. Whatever. Have fun. Knock yourself out. Green Lightning is a spell of all devoted Lortians. It deals earth element damage and can stun. Yes, it's lightning, but it's earth. Get over it. Alright. Vern can hang out for the rest of this talk. A good adventurer I do not make, I found. I just hid like everyone else when the zombies were here, and now I'm hiding from the ones in Canonia. I'm such a coward. My dead mother would be ashamed of me. Ugh. You mean your zombie mom?
Hello, soldiers. Welcome to our humble home. Make yourselves comfortable and stay as long as you like. I'm afraid I don't have anything to say. Everyone's talking about the death of some small mammal. It's almost like there's no zombies outside anymore.
Yes. You two old people, you don't even realize you just survived the zombie apocalypse.
Those zombies didn't eat my beard. By the gods, am I relieved. Though if they tried, I would have sworn at them so hard, their mothers would bleed.
No. Canonia looks like it's in trouble. We should be helping, but we're not because it's a long way away.
Bah. And what can we soldiers do anyway? We can't defeat zombies. They have blue skin and everything.
I'm so glad the zombies left here and went to Canonia instead. Now they're their problem. Let's check with the mothers. Please, acknowledge they were zombies. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's almost like certain people just decide to stay inside. They didn't even realize. Zombies were everywhere, killing everyone. Huh. Alright, Zach, get in here. And now, it is the time where I do the thing where I just read forever. No, we're not talking to people. Yeah, Zach, you tell him. Alright. Bop, 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 bop. Okay. So, some of these people, like Mardek, were there in Chapter 1. Sometimes I think things change, but whatever. Like their bio might get added on to, but like with Emila, wait, I didn't go over these people yet. Well, Mardek and Dugan I did way back in the day. So these two, oh my gosh, Dugan and Mardek, I believe, have the same bios they had before. They're just now 18 years old. Emila. An attractive young girl who claims she comes from Canonia. She joined the guard at the same time as Mardek and Dugan, and the two young men have had their on ever since. I could have sworn I've done this before. She possesses the power to wield elemental magics. Her eyes are a brilliant, mesmerizing shade of blue, and they almost appear to glow. Probably a magic thing. Though she says she grew up in Canonia, Emila doesn't speak of her past or her childhood there. Suspicious? Yes. She's lawful neutral. Vern! Juanier El Gnoibli, a devoted Yalortian paladin from the southern lands. He was sent on a mission to explore the mysterious outbreak of monsters in Canonia and the missing shaman, as the priest that he serves sensed the evil was afoot. The typical paladin, Vern is self-righteous, arrogant, blindly religious, and devoted to his cause. He means well and lives to help others, but he lives to serve and merely obeys his orders rather than thinking for himself, calling those who oppose his masters heathens and such like. He's 25 years old, light element, and lawful good, as all paladins are. Zack is a battle-hardened mercenary from lands afar. Zack Ursus Aijarino. Lands afar, he doesn't speak much at all, so his past is a complete mystery, though it seems as if he's been scarred deeply or he's learned to suppress his emotions. He kills for money and will slaughter whoever his employer wishes to without remorse. He wields an exotic double-bladed sword in combat with deadly skill. 30 years old, lawful neutral. Steel. Wait. Oh my gosh. That's a misclick. Steel is dead. But there he is. He's a brutish, loudish, and very, very manly. Girls love him because he tends to treat them like dirt, but he's manly and dead. He joined the guard when the others did, and though he tried to dominate the group and hit on the girls, the other recruits resisted and despised him. He's supremely arrogant and egotistical, believing that nobody but him is deserving to lead, that violence is the answer to everything, and that girls can't get enough of him. He beats people up mainly for the fun of it, and joined the guard just so then he could legally assault people and maybe pick up some chicks. He's also dead. He was 19 years old. And chaotic evil. Well, that explains a lot. Hey, it's Donovan. He's a leader guy. Yes. Lawful good. Charla. She's a shy type. Yes. She likes Donovan. She's neutral good. Yes. They're both 18. Muriant Ferizo Sebros. A rather inept and overly dramatic bandit chief, he searches for the legendary elemental crystals and uses people to help him find them, as he can't be bothered doing any dirty work himself. He's somewhat generically evil, but in a classical villain kind of way, that is. He's happily reveal his entire evil plan to the heroes in a monologue before attacking, and he'd never kill an adversary without a fair fight. He's cowardly, though, and often flees at the first sign of real danger. And he's 29 years old, wields a handgun, and is chaotic evil. Just like the dead steel. Bartolio Strongarm El Mars. A cornily generic macho hero man who leads a group of other self-proclaimed heroes that call themselves the world's saviors. He probably grew up on a farm and always wanted to be a hero for whatever reason. He and his party are searching for the legendary crystals merely because that's what heroes are meant to do. They want more power and glory. He's 22 and lawful good. Veni Vidi Vici. You get it? Veni Vidi Vici? He's a thief who claims to have a heart of gold. How very original. He's one of the world's saviors and appears to be Bartholio's closest ally, but not much else is known about him. He speaks in a bizarre accent. I have honestly no idea what it's supposed to be, and I bet you don't either. He's 22 and chaotic good. Aurelia, Kitrigus A. Aurelia, the typical healing, magic-casting princess of the world's saviors. She seems a bit dim, but is probably in love with Bartholio, because that would just be typical, wouldn't it? She's 19, and neutral good. And Bernard Dumond, an old man who doesn't appear to fit in with the saviors at all. He's a potent spellcaster, but is rather mysterious. He's 81 years old, and is true neutral. And I'm telling you, this is Bernard Stormkiller that we read in the books. I'm telling you it's him. Elwyn Cyrene Wu Nympha. You get it? Because she's like a siren and a nymph. Haha. A young girl who lost her parents to a curse cast by the Lake Hag of Lake Cure. She likes to sing. She is 14 years old, a youngling, not the younglings, and is chaotic neutral. Gloria A. Corey is Elwyn's best friend. She's kind, caring, and mild-mannered, completely unlike her brother. Her brother? She has a brother? Wait, that's fine. She was always teased by him and considered him a negative role model. She specifically made sure that she had none of the negative traits that he so obviously possessed. Gloria has always felt that she was at one with nature and used to visit the Canonia Shaman regularly. She's 14 as well and lawful neutral. Oh, wait a minute. Her last name, Corey. Oh, and Steele's last name is Du Corey. Corey being the family name. Oh, so Dead Steele is Gloria's jerk brother. Huh. Yes. Well, I wonder, is Gloria happy that Dead Steele is dead? Probably. Maybe not. Who knows? Hey, it's Mary Adder. He's still around, and nothing really changed. He's just 28. Cool. Anki! It's Mardek's dad. He's the same guy. The mother is the same mother. Everyone's the same, just older from Chapter 1. Like Mugbert, a stupid fat boy who used to pick on and tease Mardek and Dugan when they were children. While they joined the Royal Guard to make a difference in the world, he's stuck working in an item shop. He's still chaotic evil, though. Jacques got this nasty scar now. Ooh. That's fine. You see, the commander of the Royal Guard, he commands the recruits directly. He used to be the guard captain of Ghaznor, but was promoted after surviving a particularly fierce battle somewhere at some point in time, probably. Here's the king. He's 52, but has a lot of white hair. The Ghaznor Shaman, Gadavar, we all met these people. Social Fox, he's dead. Age? Dead. Wait. But Steele's dead, and yet age 19. Social Fox is dead, and so is Age dead. Interesting. Interesting, isn't it? How Dead Steele is seemingly not dead, but he should be dead. We watched Emila kill him in cold blood. Here's Rohaf, the same guy. And our good friend Morek! He's got his own entry. Morek. The Earth Elemental member of the Governance de Magi, a powerful group of Anunnaki who oversaw and ruled the world of Anshar. He was a necromancer. His powers were rather dark and centered around raising the dead as undead. These powers were used by the Governance de Magi to form a sort of unholy undead army, which, though effective, was highly controversial amongst the inhabitants of Anshar. The GDM, that is, Governance de Magi, considered it a good idea, however, because it was better than sending live inhabitants to their death fighting in battles. Morek was creepy and reclusive, spending most of his time in his lab perfecting his magic. He was quite sadistic and loved pain and death, and the violet crystal amplified these negative traits, leading to Mork willingly chasing after Rohaf merely to see him suffer as he perished. Mork was defeated by Mardek and his party, and will be defeated again in the future. He was neutral evil. No gender. You see that? Anunnakis have no gender. Everyone else conforms. You have to conform. Anyway. Oh, what? I missed a place. I'm sure that's fine. Don't worry about it. A lot of these are just like, hey, did you know? Sewers. Catacombs, wow. That's where all the priests and heroes were put. But it's a little weird that you have to go through the sewers to get there. Oh yes, this spot is Mork's battleship, I believe. This spot, I don't know what is. The artifacts haven't changed. And here are the random monsters. I'm sure there's a rare spawn in here somewhere. Like, this is some random zombie thing that I didn't fight yet. Of course, there is Morik Fox and his Dracylon that I have yet to fight. And then his little Droma boys. And the security bots. Yeah, so I'm going to be missing those from this. But let's see, here's Leech Bats. They tend to attack groups, and they absorb HP. Drillions. Or Drillion. A peculiar type of monster that appears to be fused with digging machinery. It digs extensive tunnels with its drill nose and excavates gems, which it eats. I'm having such deja vu. I'm pretty sure I did this at some point. Like I did a partial recap back in the day? Chrysophage is a type of insect with a long tail, the end of which is a huge magic crystal. The crystal seems to make the creature invulnerable to magic. The Brown Mantid is a large, viscous, cave-dwelling insectoid monster. They relentlessly attack any intruders in their territory with scythe-like appendages, which are actually modified antennae. Bandits, scofflaws, brigands. Men like these have given up their lawful life and spend their days robbing and mugging to stay alive. They're generally brash, violent, and vulgar, and would slit their mother's throat for a bag of cash. Wasps. Wasps. They live in colonies overseen by a queen. Probably. Hobgoblins. These types of goblins have a fondness for tobacco. Ghouls. This particular type of monster is popular amongst children, and sometimes even domesticated. The wild ones might look friendly and smiley enough, but they're aggressive, and their bite is ferocious. Drowned corpse is a corpse of some unfortunate soul who slipped and fell into Lake Cure. It's animated by the lake hag's dark magics, or maybe some other eldritch forces. Brinery. Unlike other strains of flying fish, brineries cannot actually fly and live solely in the water. Isn't that interesting? Blade bees. A type of wasp that stabs and slashes with its sword-like stinger merely for the fun of it. Green mantids. They're aggressive and enter a furious rage to destroy any who dare wander into their territory. Balloons. It's a sack filled with an acidic, poisonous vapor. Popping it would not be a good idea. Poison bees. A particularly poisonous strain of wasp. They try to inject their prey with so much poison they explode. It's really gory and disgusting. Ew. Ooze. An amorphous amoeboid creature. It is highly acidic and poisonous to the touch. It consumes prey by absorbing them into its transparent body and then slowly dissolving them. Phages. The magical crystal on the end of this insectoid monster's tail possesses potent magic, which nullifies the effect of spells entirely and is often used as a reagent in magical spellforging. Keep that in mind. Growl. A particularly wild and ferocious form of ghoul. They can belch flames hot enough to burn rock, but rarely do, even when threatened. Zombie. The remains of a simple peasant animated by dark necromantic magics. It has no mind or soul of its own. Its element is determined by the magic that animates it. In this case, dark. Skeleton, an ancient corpse whose flesh has long rotted away. He was animated by necromancy and feels no emotions, especially not pain, and keeps on fighting until it is turned to dust. Pestilent, a corpse of one who died by poison, be it from the stinger of a wasp, the stagnant, filthy green waters of the sewers, or something else. They are animated by necromancy and given the power to poison others as a perverse kind of vengeance for their fate. Miasmirin, a large, vicious variety of fume rat that lives deep in the sewers. Their bite is more venomous and deadly than that of regular fume rats. Corpse Drinker, so named for their voracious thirst for blood, they prefer the blood of dead rather than live bodies, and latch on to corpses, not letting go until all of the body's blood has been completely drained. Blood Clot, a massive amorphous blob of stale blood animated by necromancy. It's sort of creepy, really. Spectre, those who are slain in this world in especially gruesome, cruel, or just unfair ways tend to linger around as specters, forming vague, ethereal bodies with which to move around. They have no minds, and their only feelings are loathing and despair. They attack any living beings they see out of spite. Zombie Monster, the corpse of a large monster animated by necromancy. They're as vicious as they were in life, but since they feel no pain and have no mind, they attack relentlessly without caring about their own personal well-being, and fight until their bodies are physically incapable of doing so anymore. Abomination, a warrior from some ancient tribe who had his honorable burial disturbed when he was animated by foul necromancy. Ooh, the onyx ring is a 5% drop from them. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. But I really don't need it this time. Murians. We already read about his biography, but what about him as a boss? The chief of a group of bandits. He attacks with a handgun and various air elemental magical attacks. When reduced to low health, he'll use an item to heal himself. The Lake Hag, a creature that dwelled within a cave in Lake Cure. It used to be revered by the inhabitants of Canonia, who would drop gifts for it into the lake as thanks for the spells it would cast to keep the environment and people safe. It was turned wild and evil, however, presumably by the same means that the other monsters around Canonia were. Bartolio, leader of the world's saviors. He's a rather generic fighter type. His greatsword is rather powerful, but he's too eager to swing it with power rather than accuracy. If his allies fall, he gets angry. Veni, he's a thief. He attacks mainly with status-inflicting attacks, which can be quite annoying. Aurelia, she's a healer and a princess in a fantasy setting and dresses to fit the part, eh? She supports her allies with healing spells and protective status effects. And Bernard, the black sheep of the world's saviors. Why he hangs around with those generic young people is quite unknown. Maybe he's their father or something. Either way, he uses rather powerful magical spells, but seems to be intentionally limiting his power and casts spells with a frivolous look of vague amusement and unseriousness on his face. The Canonia Shaman, the zombified shaman of the Canonia region. She claims that the Reaper gave her dark powers, which enhanced her already potent spellcasting abilities that she had in life. She seems to have lost her mind, however. The Locksmith. Why a zombie locksmith? Why? What does that have to do with anything? It doesn't fit in anywhere at all! I just don't understand! The Zombie Warriors. A mighty titan of a man in life, just as he is in death, of course. He won't like it if he appears to be losing a battle. Mardek. Round 1. Necromancer of the government's Demagi, and leader of the undead army of Anshar. His specialty lies in raising the dead as servants, however. By himself he's not all that powerful. Not relative to the other government's Demagi, anyway. The Zombie Dragon! After it was slain by Social Fox, the last dragon that the hero ever slew decided it enjoyed the battle with him so much it would like a rematch, just for fun. Since they'd both killed each other, it wandered deep into his tomb, but found his body missing, and waited there for him to return, or maybe for another worthy challenger to arrive. And that was me. Ghouls, a type of undead with large sharp claws. Beware its paralyzing touch. And Fallen Soldier, a former soldier of the Ghaznor Guard, still wearing his uniform and silly hat. It makes you feel uncomfortable seeing one of your brothers in arms like this. I feel like the Ghoul and Fallen Soldier should have been like up here, but I think they're down there because Morik summons them. You don't really fight them ever. like in the wild. Yeah. I mean, that's usually what I do for a recap, right? Yeah. So, that's about it for this part. So, next time, I'll be back into the future. And chapter 3. Wow. What a bright future that'll be, huh? I'm so glad we survived the fight with Social Fox Morik. I want to say his name is Morik Fox. I keep wanting to, but I want to say Social Fox instead. It's a curse. All right. I'll see you next time. Ta-ta! How do I end this? Sir, how do I end this?